Why?
I don't know. As soon as it said watching live broadcast to start, I hit join.
Okay.
And then the only option was to leave.
You know why? I think it kicked us. Maybe it kicked us all out so that we could go live. I don't know.
It's saying live right now.
It's starting live now. Okay, so you know what? Let me go.
I don't do it with a bunch of people. I don't know.
Let's see. Audience public. Your room will still be active. I guess it's live. It's not.
Yeah, it's live.
But where the hell? What happened to everybody? They just all got kicked out.
It must say I got kicked out too, but I heard it been joined right back, and then I seen everybody else saying it.
I saw that. All right, so I guess I'm gonna tell everybody click back on the link again. I'm assuming.
Maybe a whole bunch of people can't be on the live. I don't know.
Can't be. Well, no, I think the maximum number is 8. I think the maximum number of people who could be in our room is 8, but that's the reason why they letting it be live, like so we can still share it, but nobody else can't join us. All right. Guys, try to whoever you guys are watching, try to click the link again and see if it let y'all back in. I think they might have to come through the room again.
It says it.
Yeah.
Lisa said it won't let me back in the room, but it said to leave.
What it say?
Dominique said me too. Lisa said it won't.
Okay, so Dominique said she's on here. Okay, but Dominique, like you got kicked out the room. So if you was to go back in the room right now, tell me what happens. Try to click back on the link that I sent y'all to get back in the room. I'm thinking that
she said it's on the link's unavailable.
Yeah, that's what that's the link I'm talking about.
Crazy. Let's see if I can add
people. Say and Shirley. Why is it no one else? And remove all members and disable link. Screen sharing. Remove all members and disable link. No, I ain't say I want to do that. Okay, so see what happened now. See what they saying now, Taria.
She signed a picture. Hold on.
She sent in a screenshot.
It says room unavailable. Unable to join at this time.
Hold on.
I'm thinking maybe because it's live right now, it's not letting more than one.
You think that's what happened? No, but
it has to be.
It shouldn't do that.
Everything was fine until that happened.
No, but we did it. We just did it the other day. Remember, we did it live with everybody in here, and it had all 6 of us on the screen.
Oh, did it? I wasn't there for that.
Look, if
maybe you should close it out and then start it over.
I was gonna say click out and click the link again, the same link that I sent y'all, which is the room.
All right.
Okay. Okay, Kiyah says I'm here. Dominique says I'm here. But the thing is where are they on the screen? Oh, here it comes. Is that them now? Okay, hold on. I don't even see none of y'all stuff right now. I hear a bunch of beeps, but I see nothing. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, it says you live and okay, so wait, I'm live right now and y'all see me now? More device settings into full screen. So see call participants. Oh, let's see. Are you sure you want to lock the one? No, I don't want to lock it. So why did you do that? Okay, let me see. Kiyah, try to invite yourself. Okay, here we go. Add people to the room. I found something, y'all. That's what it say. Here we go. Okay, it looks like I saw Kiyah. I saw Lisa. Damn, please.
You guys, can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you guys see me and hear me?
Okay, there we go. There we go. I see you got Kiyah joining the room. All right, all right.
Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? 1, 2, 3. Can y'all hear me?
No, I can hear you fine.
Oh yes, I
So now let's
hear.
let me see that. We have everybody else.
Is it
How did you get in?
Teresa?
How did you get in, Kiyah? It's because I invited you.
No, it was the link that you had in the group, in the text. I'm sorry.
Okay. So click back on that same link, y'all.
So I'm
Yeah, it just started working again.
Okay, let's see. Great view. Okay, so I see Lisa. Lisa's in here now. I can see Lisa. Okay, there go Dominique. All right, I see Dominique. Who we missing? We missing Teraya. Okay. I think we on. I think we getting it together. We getting it together. Okay. Okay. All right. I guess Teray will figure it out. Let me. Is that her coming in there? Okay. I don't know. It's just too much going on right now. Okay. Teray, are you here in the comments? Okay. All right. Everybody shared it? Okay. Add files. All right, Kiyah, I think you could go ahead and get back started. You can
Okay, you guys. So I'm gonna start over a little bit.
You can start over if you need to.
No problem, guys. There's a little technical difficulties on this Monday, Make It Monday. Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. So back. I said back to to the madness on Monday. Okay, the past hour. It's all right. Let's get back to it. Let me share my screen again with you guys. Go through this quickly. Share your screen. This one. Okay. I'm gonna share my screen again with you guys. This is really big. I really can't do this. So back to showing you guys just the beginning of reference to the actual data, which just comes to your name, your address, and your birthday. You want to make sure that your address, your name, and your birthday is always correct. Again, like I told you guys before, it's really not about disputing information that does not belong to your account. It's really disputing the reporting or how is it being reported. Is your name spelled correctly? Is your birthday correct?
I see you, Jerry.
Is your address listed correct? If you live at 123 Park Avenue and they have it as Park Avenue 123,
I'm waking up somehow. Like, does she sound choppy to y'all too?
Leave me in the comments. Do I sound like I'm choppy?
Go ahead, you good. Yeah, for whatever reason.
Okay. So whenever you are looking at your credit report and you see that you have your name spelled wrong, your birthday inaccurate, like for example here, my birthday is not just 8/1989. I need my full birthday. So this is an inaccuracy. So anything that this account is pulled to is going to get deleted. Just because I'm reporting again the inaccuracy, not because saying that it doesn't belong to me. It does belong to me, but it's not being reported accurately. So I definitely will dispute this. And anything, like I said before, whatever this is attached to, it will be removed. Again, with the addresses, if it's not correct, it will be removed. Now going down. If you pull out your report, you guys also have the link. I left the link. Did I put it back in here? Give you guys the link if you guys didn't have it before. Let's do it really quick. You guys should already have the link already. But if you don't, I'm going to put the link in the chat for you guys again. What do I have myself? Okay, I'm not gonna mess with that. I want to give you put the link in there for me again for them. Now back
What you need?
Put the link again for Identity IQ for them, for people who doesn't have their credit report.
You want me to?
This is what I'm pulling from.
You want me to put the other link on your page? You said.
No. Put it in the chat for them for your members.
Did.
So they.
Yeah,
okay.
I just did.
Okay, Thank you. Okay, so back to here. Just delete this again. So even this as well. This gives you a pretty much breakdown of how many accounts you have, how many derogatories, how many delinquencies, how many things are in collections. As you can see, I have a 700 credit score, but I still have a derogatory. I have 2, and it may not be because I paid it off on time, or the account has been charged off. It may just be because it just got reported on my account, but you can still have a 700 credit score with derogatories. Now, is this something that's common? Of course. We all have hospital bills that pops up on your credit report out of the whim, and things like that does happen, but you got to make sure that the reporting is correct. So even with inquiries, you see here it's 23, then 2, then 9. Every credit bureau has to be accurate. So how can I have 23 on one and not have 23 on the other? Because again, every merchant does not use all 3 credit bureaus. Some may use this TransUnion, some may use Experience, some may use Equifax. It all depends on exactly what that lender does. That's why you will see 23, 2, or 9. Your credit report may show 2 or 4 or 5. Again, it all depends on the lender. But you do not want to have so many inquiries on your report in, like again, what they say here, a 2-year time frame. Because this is what the credit report and the bureaus are going to look at. How many accounts did this X person pull in a 2-year frame? That's what they actually count. By statute of limitations, any accounts that you had in the past 24 months is what actually actually dictate your score. A lot of clients come to me saying, hey, Kiyah, I have all these inquiries from 3 years ago or 5 years ago. They're still being reported. They didn't fall off. What do I do? Certain things you can do for yourself. Hey, call the credit bureaus. Hey, Equifax, I see that I have an inquiry on my report from 2019. Can you guys remove it due to the statute of limitations? That's supposed to be removed. Know your rights. Because, again, if a credit bureau has a old report from 2019 still reporting on your credit report, it's going to stay there. Remind you, Data Furniture pays these third-party collection agencies to report your data, but they have to make sure that the data that they're reporting is accurate and is correct, and they following the laws and following the statute of limitations per state. I will give you guys a Dropbox of what the statute of limitations are in your state, because you need to know that, because again, a lot of people don't, and you get 20 inquiries, you get 40 inquiries, or you get accounts on your report that you don't even have a clue when they're going to fall off. So again, that's very important to know the statute of limitations. But again, like I told you before, the inquiries only is going to go back to past 24 years. Any kind of funding, American Express, Discover, Chase, Bank America, they look at this past six months of your reporting. Has this person been shopping around their credit? Hey, to Kiyah, have you been using your credit and shopping around for all these different, trying to borrow money from all these different banks? That's what they look for. They don't care about what you did last year. They don't care about what you did 9 months ago. They want to know right now, have you used your credit around for the past 6 months, because that's what they look for. So going back down, now let's go into the good part, the actual credit report. Now this is one of my current accounts, and right now I see this off the bat, it's negative reporting. The accuracies on the reporting. Now, as you can see, can anyone tell me just by what I have already told you, what is inaccurate on this report? As you can see right here, without me telling you anything. Do anyone can tell me what's inaccurate on this report? Anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess?
Huh?
Anybody want to guess what's inaccurate about this report? Did anybody see anything inaccurate?
I can't.
You can't either?
Dominique? Raya?
Anybody?
I'm looking.
Tell me something, guys. Let me move this over a little bit.
Is it that there's two different date open dates?
Yes, that's exactly. Too many dates. See right here. One says the 15th, one says the 15th of August, one says the 1st of August. That's an inaccuracy. Why are you guys showing two different dates for when I opened up my account? The correct date is the 15th, but why is it showing the 1st? So again, this account belongs to me, but if it's showing inaccuracies on when I open an account, what else are they showing inaccurate? Is the balance still correct? Is the date that I actually reported and the date I made my payment, is that correct? Oh, let's go down. Last day active. Again, that's not showing accurate. I didn't use my card from March of last year. I used this card last month. So of course it's going to show you inaccuracies, but it's supposed to be accurate. But they know when the last time I make my payment though, here, still again, wrong. I didn't make my payment in March. I made my payment last month, but it's showing an accurate report. But down here, which is most important, my credit history. How many times was I paying my bill on time? Did I pay them on time? Yes, I did. Did they report on TransUnion for this month? No, they didn't. Why? Why didn't you? Give me credit. It's zero balance. Still give me my credit. That's inaccuracy reporting. So when you have your report on file, you want to make sure that everything on your report, now to the account number, as you can see, even my account number is wrong. On here for TransUnion, it's showing all these digits, my whole card number, but on Experian, it's only showing 5. It's only showing 6. What's going on? So that right there as well can show you an inaccuracy. Not saying that this account does not belong to me. It's showing that the data, it's all about the data. It's all about the accuracies of the report. Is it accurate? Is it mirroring each other? If it's not, it's going to get disputed. Next account. This is a good one. That's an easy one. Let me show you guys all 3. Now, boom. I have my credit, one of my credit builders. Everything I show to my clients, I'm also going to give you Genius's some actual credit builder products that you guys can help you today to build your credit. Now, this right here is my Jewelers Club. It doesn't say my Jewelers Club. It says Major
I'm
Financial.
sorry. Delia said the thing is not big enough for her to see. So Delia, I think what you're gonna have to do is you have to blow it up, like to make it a big screen for yourself. Okay.
Maybe it's that. What about that? Is that help?
She needs to go to viewers, the preview for the viewer, speaker view.
How do I do that? Speaker viewer?
Yeah, do the 3 dots and then choose.
I did. Okay. I'm talking right now, so let me see if it helps. Does that help? I'm on speaker viewer. Does that work?
It's fine for us, but I think we have to do it individually.
Yeah, that's true.
We have to do it individually.
Okay, so
no, I think that
how am I supposed to?
Everybody gotta touch it on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I do, I'm seeing her. I'm not seeing my screen. I'm seeing the person who's talking.
And I had to touch it on my own. Adjust it on my own.
Let me know, guys, when you guys say it's not finished. I can go on.
I can see it anytime I couldn't. I just took my fingers and like blew it up, like how you zoom in on a picture.
Okay.
I did too.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I still can't see. I don't understand what's going on. I'm showing y'all my whole screen.
I think they said they see you, right?
I can see it.
Okay.
I see.
Okay, so I'm gonna go on. Okay, so for my Jewelers
but Delia was
Club,
saying it wasn't big enough. So Delia, I think the only thing you're gonna be able to do is I'm gonna recommend coming into the room itself to join our room live. Yeah, that's how. Yep. You good? Keep going.
Okay. So this right here is a credit builder product that I'm gonna give to all of you guys, so you guys can actually build your credit. And the buying power to boost your score. So this is one of them, my Jewelers Club, but it's actually go by Major Financial. So what we do here, even this as well, it's pretty much good, but I do see one thing, last reported. Why is this date showing January, this saying February? Why is it not accurate? Why is it saying I opened this account on June the 5th when it's supposed to be June the 5th and June the 1st when it was June the 1st? You have to make sure when you're reporting or checking your credit report that every bureau is mirroring each other. It's saying the same thing. If not, it's a reporting. Even the comments. Why is it showing that my high credit limit in this line was charged, but it's not showing that or reporting that for, what's this, TransUnion or Experian? That's an inaccuracy. Why is it not showing the last time I made my payment? Why is it not reporting accurately? So if I default on this count and this count was charged off, I can at this point dispute this account because why? Inaccuracies. We are not disputing accounts that doesn't belong to you. We're actually disputing the reporting, the data that's being reported. If these companies going to pay to have my data be reported on my account for me, I'm going to need you to make sure that it's accurate at all times with all 3 credit bureaus. Because if you guys get a fraud alert on your credit report, trust and believe me, all 3 credit bureaus is going to communicate their systems with each other. It's called e-Oscar. They want to make sure they communicate with each other, saying, okay, well, Kiyah got a fraud alert with TransUnion. Okay, TransUnion, we want to call Experian and Equifax, let them know, place a fraud alert with Kiyah report, because if I show it, I need you to show it too. But why won't you show it with my data, with my account? You have to make sure when you audit your report and look at your report, you break it down line by line and say, why is it not mirroring each other? And if it's mirroring each other, great job for that company. Moving on down. We have an account here. This is New Coastal Direct. As you can see, a lot of you guys may say like, hey Kiyah, why I have this credit builder with New Coastal Direct and it's only reporting on 2 of the 3 credit bureaus. Like as I told you guys before, every bureau do not have an agreement with all 3 credit bureaus. Again, every lender do not have approval with all 3 credit bureaus. A lender, let me tell you what everyone knows what a creditor is and a lender is, but they actually have to apply for a data furniture contract to allow them to report your data. So they don't just go to Equifax and Experian and they're taking your information. No, we have another company that does that, but I'm gonna tell you about that later when we get further down on your credit report, who does that. But these 3 credit bureaus don't go to different lenders saying, hey, we want to report your data. No, the lenders go to them and they report, but if you want to report, the lender has to make sure that they're reporting accurate, not the credit bureaus. The credit bureaus report everything that the lender gives them. So the lender is the one that's reporting inaccurate, not the credit bureaus, but because the credit bureau's name is listed, what do? We go to the source, right? I want to go to you guys first. I'm not going to go to New Coastal Direct. I'm going to go to you because you're reporting it wrong. And it's your job as the reporter to dispute or to investigate why it's not being reported correctly. Now, as you can see here, the date of accuracy and last payment is correct. Good job. The highest credit, whoa. Why is it not showing that for Equifax? I only spent $82, but why Equifax not showing that? If this count was default or this count was charged off, I would dispute this immediately. Why? Because it's inaccurate. Again, day of opening, it says May the 29th, and it says May the 1st. Hold up, buddy. Why are you guys showing inaccuracies? So again, you want to find, comb, and sit down and print out your report. I have my report always printed out for all my clients. I'm so used to doing it electronically, but I train my clients and show them, hey, pull out your credit report, print it out, get highlighters, highlight everything that's inaccurate, highlight things that's questionable. This is questionable. Why are you guys showing this? Now, if I owe on this account, I will be disputing this. And guess what? It's going to be removed off because why? The actual lender, remember the keyword lender, is reporting it inaccurately, not the bureau. It's the bureau job to make sure that they report it accurately. And they don't, they have to dispute it. They have to remove it off your report. So let's go down. I'm going to give you guys one to figure out. Now let's do Capital One. Now, Ms. Dominique, tell me your inaccuracy on this credit report. What do you see that's inaccurate?
The 7/25/2012, 7/01/2012. The
Awesome.
dates.
Correct, right there. The date of opening. Why is it inaccurate? Why is you guys showing inaccurate reporting on me? Was it the 1st or the 25th? If your landlord told you the rent was due on the 1st, but they picked the 25th on their contract, baby, I want to get that money to you on the 25th. So what makes you think that your credit report is not that important? Everything that you report on me has to be accurate. Now, if I disputed this account or was in default with Capital One, I can dispute this and win because why? They have reporting inaccurate information on my account. It's really that simple. Credit repair agencies do not. Credit repair agencies like myself, we do not have a magic wand. Oh, whoop, this is going to get deleted. No, we do not. What we do is file comb your report. Exactly what you can do. And file comb and find inaccuracies. What is not reporting correctly? Why is this account negative? Again, monthly payment. I have nothing due. Nothing's due on this account. Monthly payment is 0, even though my balance is 0. But what was my monthly payment to get to 0? Why is Experian showing 25, which it was, but why TransUnion is not reporting anything? Okay, my payments is right. The day last active. Hold up, wait a second. My account was active way long. We in 2021. Why is it showing 2017? If I go down here, it's not changed to 2021. You see, I see it's still open. It's still. But why is it not being reported every month? Why isn't there not reporting for January 2021? We just passed that month, but you can see it's not being reported. This is the last report, 2017. Where's I paid them. What's going on? Every 12 months, you have to make sure your account stay active. If not, they will close your account. Well, why have you reported on my account in the past? This is 5 years. What's going on? We can dispute this account. This account was negative. I can dispute this because of that one inaccuracy on the lender's part. Had nothing to do with me. Had everything to do with the lender because of their mistake. Because they have thousands of lenders and consumers that they report on monthly that they drop the ball. So what we do as a professional and as an expert, we look for their dropping the ball and their imperfections. So let's go down here to inquiries. Let's go down to my inquiries, guys. I think you guys got the account part of actually auditing your credit report. Now let's do one more. Let me do the student loans. Student loans. This is a big one. Big one. People think, oh my God, we can get student loans off. Wait, pause. This is the federal government. Period. You can't get around the federal government. But what can you do? You can find what the inaccuracies. You can find out what they did wrong. So here, you can see. Let me find an inaccuracy. What? Ooh, got you. It's all about catching 22. Hold up. Was it the 1st or the 27th? Which one? When did I open this account? Is it the 1st or 27th? Because that's very important. Because if I made a payment on the 15th and you show what TransUnion that it was the 27th, you're not counting my payment. So that's a huge problem. So what we can do, dispute. Ooh, equal fact. Oh, you don't have my terms and conditions of my loan? 0 months? It's not supposed to be on my account then. Dispute, delete, because of the inaccuracy. This account belongs to me. I went to college. I got my bachelor's. But why is not being reported accurate on my report? That's not my fault. It's the lender. Another accuracy. Last reported. Same thing. Me and COVID. All the payments are being deferred. Why is they not reporting it accurate? Was it the 1st or the 31st? Two loans can be removed off because they're not reporting it accurate. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's not the credit bureau fault. It's the lender. But it's up to the credit bureau to actually reach out to the lender, which they don't do that because they don't call like, oh, hey, federal government, did you guys get a payment from Kiyah? No. They all doing everything electronically. You are in electronic world. Everything is done digitally. We have a system called Oscar that us as experts figure out a system and way we structure our letters to actually have an Oscar to make a physical person view your report. And by law, they have 30 days to view your credit report in a dispute. And by the time they go through all those thousands of letters they get every single day and get to yours, to a real person, after they felt Oscar, delete. They don't have time to go through, call the credit bureau and call the lender. And by the time they do all that, it's already past 30 days. And when you send out your letters, a lot of people say send it out certified, which you should, because you want to make sure that they got it the day. You want to keep that timestamp of when they actually physically got it and count them from the day that they got it. Now, a lot of people say, oh, Kiyah, should I send it overnight? Can I send it regular mail? If you can afford certified,
just said that it's no magic wand. Shadira commenting on Facebook Live. She said it's not a magic wand.
It's not. You get paid to do exactly what you can do yourself. All you got to do is have the patience, the time, and consistency. Because again, it takes us 6 to 12 months to do a clean report. And it's my job to dispute negative and inaccuracies, but it's your job. It's my job to consult with you to give you credit builder products to actually build your report. Now, if you don't follow my lead, then it's up to you. But I'm not going to say, whoo, everything is deleted. That's not how this game works. It's not. Anyone tell you that he can remove things in 30, 40 days? Sweetheart, no. If you're not on the phone with the credit bureaus, it won't get done that fast. And when it comes to repos, student loans, when it comes to bankruptcies, it takes a process. It takes a process. We got to talk to the court. We got to talk to 911, get correspondence. There's certain things we have to do and put in place before we even get your results. Now, can it be done? I got it done within 30 to 45 days, but not all the time. And that's okay. It's a process. As long as you give me 6 to 12 months, you will get your credit to where you need it to be. Now let's go down. Go down, guys. Go down. Now let's go down to these inquiries.
Guys, is this helping you guys at all? Are you guys understanding better? Awesome. Don't forget to share it, guys. I did put it. I finally got it up on my page to where all of us is on it. So now you can actually share it with everybody on it where they can actually see Kiyah too. So just share it from my page. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So what if they spelled your name wrong?
If they spelled your name wrong, it's baby. Excuse me. My mother spelled SHAKIYA, not SHAKIYA. And damn sure they spell my name Hines Shakaya. That's not on my certificate. And that's not how I write it on my bill. You have to realize this is common sense. If you have on your social security card or your driver's license Shakaya Hines or Kiyah Diamond, they put Diamond to Kiyah, do you write your bill like that? No. So what you want to do, dispute, and anything that account is attached to with that name, you got to get it. It's going to have to be removed because you are showing them copy of your ID, copy of your social. I always tell my clients, give them a piece of mail within the past 30 to 60 days because now they only see the postal service has sent you mail showing you, hey, my report, I got mail from with my name, with my address, verifying my address, have my ID, that's valid, that matches my piece of mail. I have my social security card showing it's me. I need you to correct this because that's not how my mother put my name down on my birth certificate. So I'm gonna need you also to put some respect on my name and do it the same exact way. So that's what you gotta do. If they put your birthday, your address, your name, even if you're married. Some people, I have clients that they will be, let's say for example, my name, Hines Phillips. And then I put, okay, well, I'm not married no more, but you still have Hines Phillips, but you have Shakaya Phillips. No, I picked Shakaya Hines Phillips. You get what I'm saying? You have to make sure that it makes sense, that it follows from left to right, not from right to left. That's not how that works. This is common sense. Now, you have any other questions before I get to inquiries, guys?
Thank you. That's all for now.
No problem.
I was going to ask, because yours is Identity IQ,
Yeah.
I think. I have an account with Identity Secure. Can I pull it up the same way on that, or do I have to have Identity IQ?
You can pull up the same exact way. And again, for anybody that's in Prosperity Genius, I will personally give you a free consultation to go through your report, and I will give you guys all a starter letter so you can start disputing on your own. Because again, everything I get paid for, you can do on your own. But because some people don't have the patience, they pay people like me to do it for them, which is fine. I have no problem. But you can do all of this on your own. So I will walk through all you guys can schedule a day with me to go through your report, and I will pull out your inaccuracies for you. And I also will provide you guys a letter to use as well to dispute those items as well. But this system, how it's laid out from your personal information down to your accounts, down to your inquiries, down to even your public record, it all should be listed just like this. It should, because it's Identity IQ, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, Credit Karma, they all show the same information, or they should, but with Credit Karma, they have a Vantage score. This is a FICO score with Identity IQ. So this is what normally the banks are using, and even Identity IQ is behind because right now we're on FICO 10. I believe Identity IQ is showing FICO 9. It's not that off. It's that the variables that's in the actual credit report is just calculated differently, but it's not that far off. So you guys can say like, hey, Kiyah, but you said Identity IQ, but I have private Credit Karma. It's showing the same scores. It is, but the data It may not be all the way there. It may not be parallel to what's on Identity IQ. It's not giving you all 3 reports. So I always tell my clients to go to Identity IQ, because not only do you get the report, you get credit monitoring. So anytime someone runs your credit on the public market or in the black web, they alert you. So I'm affiliated with them. So they are really good when it comes to safeguarding your information. That's why I give all my clients Identity IQ, because anytime like I could be with a consumer and I say, hell yeah, I wanted to talk about a pre-approval that I got. If I get an alert to say that they ran my credit without my consent, I'm disputing. Well, I'm on the phone with them. I didn't tell you to run my credit. So Identity IQ give you real live alerts at real time, showing you on a black web and on a personal consumer level who's running your report, who's monitoring your social and your account. So that's really important to get a service. If it could be Identity IQ, it could be credit score, it could be smart credit, privacy guard, it could be Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Right now they're giving out free reports just because of COVID. And I'm not sure if it comes with credit monitoring. I don't believe so. I think you have to pay additional fee for that. But I would say do Identity IQ. You get all 3, and it's by the time you pay for all 3 bureaus, you're going to be paying the same amount of money with Identity IQ, which is $21.99. So I just think you guys should just stick with what works. And it's actually industry standard. You will see a lot of credit repair people, experts, we all use Identity IQ because of that feature of the credit monitoring, the protection that you get, and the alerts that you get, real-time alerts if anyone pulls your credit. You guys have any more questions before I go down to inquiries?
I have one more question. I'm sorry. So, like, if you already had your credit disputed, can you do it again?
Yes. So, I'm gonna show you an account here. I'm gonna show you for Bank of America. Bank of America? Yeah, Bank of America. Now, as you can see, this account was from 2017, and what I'm disputing, this account did belong to me, but what I'm disputing is the reporting. Why are you guys reporting that I opened this account on the 1st when it was actually the 9th? Why are you guys not showing that I had my highest credit limit? You're showing it as a charge-off. Anytime it's a charge-off, I'm not going to go into this right now. I'm going to go to it after I make this statement to answer your question. This was once at one point on Equifax. It went through a dispute. Equifax found the accuracies. They disputed it off. But TransUnion and Experian kept it on. So to answer your question, I'll put it back in dispute because now Equifax found an inaccuracy. Why haven't TransUnion and Experian have it? So what I'll do is go to them and say, hey, listen, I'll print out my report. I will get my highlighter. I will highlight, make boxes. I will color like I'm in kindergarten. Hey, this is inaccurate. You need to dispute this right now. Take this off. Same thing I can do, you can do. So yes, dispute an account, even if they dispute the first time and it didn't say, oh, well, we verify this account. How did you verify this account? Did you get my wet ink signature? I want to see the contract. Some creditors will send you by law your actual contract for your account. And when you send your account, they will send actually your contract that you sign. It could be electronically or the wet ink signature. But as you guys know, anything you do online is not your wet ink signature. Wet ink signature is you taking a pen to a paper and signing your name. If you don't sign your name on a contract, it's not really valid. But because we have technology that actually, scan our IP address, it is suffice. It is, it does go through, but it's not completely 100% accurate if you dispute. Because when we ask you, hey, can you give me my wet ink signature contract that I actually did this? Because if it's fraud, how do you know it was me? You get me? So you always want to make sure that you dispute your account multiple times. Ask them, why is this? Why are you guys showing the date on my report this way? Please dispute. So I will dispute as many times as I want to, but what I won't dispute is inquiries, all my inquiries. I will dispute 3 at a time. Dispute any accounts. If you have, let's say you have 5 accounts on your credit report, I will not dispute all my accounts, all 5. Why is that? Because if they see you're disputing multiple accounts, all these inquiries, they can automatically flag your account as fruitless. What that pretty much means is that you're pretty much trying to take advantage of the credit bureaus and your laws, and disputing multiple accounts that they know for certain that can't be all inaccurate. So they will flag you. So if you do one at a time as increments, you do probably 4 or 5 inquiries, you do 2 or 3 accounts, and take your time. That's why I said it's a process. It's everything not happening right away. That's why I said 6 to 12 months, because we are taking those steps. A right expert and credit repair agent will tell you, hey, listen, I'm going to dispute these accounts, but I have a process that I do. I do maybe 3 or 4 at a time. I do a couple of inquiries. I do a couple of personal information, but I will always tell my clients first, personal information. See if your name is spelled correctly, your birthday, your addresses, do that first. Then let's go to the accounts first, doing this step. Don't try to do everything at one time, because you may dispute something that is positive for you. Student loans do not have to always be disputed. They carry history. Just make sure they are in good status. So when you first do your disputes, do personal information first. My name, my birthday, my address, my employer even, because they got the employer from an application you have done for another lender. So that's what I would do first. Second, I would do accounts, my Bank of America account, any Capital One accounts. If it's reporting inaccurate, because again, you guys, these accounts do belong to you. I'm not saying, oh, don't pay your bills. No, pay what you can, but dispute accounts that's reporting inaccurate first, and if they can able to prove it and correct it, then you make arrangements with the creditors to actually pay the account off. But you don't pay if you have an account. You get to this, let me get my little red marker. Let me get my little red popping. You do not dispute an account that has this hold on it. This is what we call in the credit bureaus, collection and charge-off account. When you dispute, you don't want to pay an account that says collections and charge-off. They ask me, Kiyah, why is that? Because legally, it's like how you, how can I explain it to you guys for you guys to understand? Okay, charge-off. Pretty much plain and simple, charge-off. If a creditor at the end of the year say that Kiyah has owed me $1,100, I was unable to collect. The collection agency, they was unable to collect. I tried multiple times. She's not going to pay us our money. What they would do was go to their big boys, which is called the IRS. They will sit with the IRS and tell them, hey, this account has not been collected on. This is debt. I want to actually write this off as bad debt. So what they'll do is they will not take the tax liability for my debt. They'll write it off as a negative, and they will sell it to a third-party collection agency. Now, that collection agency does not own the account. They pay for pennies on the dollar. So this account, they probably will pay $100, but it comes to me for $1,100 when they only paid $100. That's why we say do not pay a collection agency, because 9 out of 10, they didn't even pay the value of my account. And if they can't show me that they paid $1,100 for the account that they asked me to pay them for, I will not pay them. I will gladly say, hi, this is Kiyah. No. Who is calling? Oh, who are you? Oh, we're looking for Kiyah Hines. We have an important business matter. Okay. Can you do me a favor? Yes, sure. What's wrong? Can you please reach out, whatever address you have on file for her? Can you please mail or email her correspondence? And she will communicate you via mail, because she doesn't do business via phone. Click. I wasn't smart. I wasn't nasty. I was disrespectful. I simply, politely, business savvy, told them to send me all my mail, send me all my correspondence for this account they're trying to collect on via mail. Because honestly, it's nothing I can do over the phone. I don't know who you are. I dealt with Bank of America. Why are you talking to me about Bank of America? So anytime a collection agency or a junk mail or bill collector call your phone, never admit that who you are. Never admit that this debt belongs to you. Because once you do, like they quote unquote say, that this call is being recorded for monitoring purposes. because they want you to admit that this debt belongs to you, but you can't admit to a debt to a creditor that you have no clue about. So never admit to a debt, never pay for collections or charge-off, because again, these are not the correct lenders who actually pay for that debt, and they actually can't show you that they paid $1,100 for your account at all. You ask them like, hey, you say you have the service from this account. Can you show me where you paid $1,100? They may show you some correspondence like, oh yeah, we got your contract, we verify your account, this is you. Okay, all right, but let me call you. Can you tell me how much you paid for this account? And if you pay $1,100, I'll think about settling with you to pay $1,100. But they would never tell you or show you documents that they actually paid $1,100 for this account. So why will you pay them? Does that make sense? No? I guess it's made sense to you.
Yes.
Y'all not saying nothing. It must make sense.
Yes.
Okay, so let me get down to inquiries. Back to inquiries. So, inquiries. Boom. You guys have inquiries. Like I told you guys before, when it comes to your credit score, it's only for the past 2 years that actually affect your credit report. That's the first thing that goes in your credit report, the first 2 years. After 6 months, if you haven't ran your credit in the past 6 months, they don't really look at you. The creditors don't really look at you when you apply for credit cards because they don't see that you're shopping. Now, you can see me. I've been using my credit. Last time I used my credit was last month. I'm doing some things. But outside of that, I haven't ran my credit for a while. It was since September. But so this is only accounts really that's really showing up on my credit for the creditors. They don't care about all of this. American Express don't care about from May. They don't care about the 2019. They're looking at the past 6 months. What have you been doing in the past 6 months? Have you been shopping for your credit? Yeah, I've been talking some, COVID. I've been trying to get, some loans, trying to get some cars. This is what I've been doing. Now, a lot of people come to me and say, Kiyah, well, I have a car dealership that ran my credit multiple times. What do? I always tell my clients, if you're going to buy a car, never ever walk into a dealership and say, hey, here's my credit information, let's run my credit. No. I will always tell them to go to your credit union or your bank and get an actual pre-approval from your bank before you go to a car dealership, because they're shopping your credit around, but they're also trying to get the best deal possible on your credit. So why would you let someone shop your credit around and break up inquiries? That's not the ideal way to go. Now, you may have some lenders that will pull your credit. I had one from Navy Federal. They pulled my credit the same day from the same bureau. I think I got it removed. I don't see it on here. But let's say, for example, let's say Navy Federal, right? Ran my credit report twice, and they pulled both from TransUnion. Now, as a consumer, a lender, a creditor can have your credit report, even a mortgage. They have 30 days. A lender has 90 days to review the same credit report to grant you credit. Do not allow a creditor, Navy Federal, Bank of America, to run your report multiple times in 30-day calendar period when they can actually use the credit report that they actually pull from you on the first day. Let me say to you, oh no, we have to run your credit again. No, no, no. The Fair Credit Reporting Act tells me that a lender, a creditor, has 30 days to review my report to establish credit for me. Now, if you run my report multiple times, there's a problem with me. You can dispute it. But what I always tell my clients, never dispute an account that you actually have an account with. Now, as you can see, like I told you guys earlier, I have the 2 credit builders. I'm not going to, besides dispute this inquiry, my actual account will be deleted too. Why? Because it is tied to a real account. Now, do I have Santander? No. I can dispute Santander. Why? Because they didn't give me credit. So then they have to show me that they issue me credit. They don't issue me credit, they can get it removed. That's the fastest way to get credit acquirers off your report is when you actually show them, hey, write them a letter. Santander did not issue credit to me. Please remove off my report. Once they do the investigation for TransUnion, they're going to see, oh, hey, they don't have an account. Did they have a wet ink signature of her giving authorization? Mind you, keyword, the auto shop my credit around. I didn't tell Santander, TD Bank, Navy Federal. I didn't tell all the people to run my credit. I saw one person, but one person took that one signed signature and gave it to 20 different people. Hold up, wait a second. I don't know, y'all. Dispute, delete, inaccurate. Because again, you didn't give your wet ink signature. And if they cannot provide a wet ink signature for you, they have to delete it off your report. Period. No questions asked. No sugarcoating. Has to be removed. Now, you may say, Kiyah, so I don't know my creditors. Let me not skip some. Personal, public information. Fortunately for me, I have no personal information, but this is where you will find your bankruptcies, you'll find your judgments, you'll find child support. Now, people will say, Kiyah, how do they know I'm on child support? How do they know I have a bankruptcy? That's not with the credit bureaus. There's a company called LexisNexis, LexisNexis. This is a third-party collection agency that report only personal data. Personal data, that means public record, bankruptcies, charge-off. They even for insurance companies. When your insurance board, Geico, Allstate, Progressive, they all go to LexisNexis because they house all of your public data. So every time you have a car accident, every time you have a bankruptcy, you even file for bankruptcy. It may not even go all the way to the judge's chamber. You may just do a filing. If your name is in the system with a court, they're going to pull it and report it on your credit report. It's no way possible, but it's a way that you get that information not to be able to be reported on your report. It's called submerge and opting out of the third-party collect agency. How you will do that is go to LexisNexis. You'll go to your opt-out option. You'll go to opt-out. You'll enter your address, your name, your social, and you'll let them know, I want to opt out. I don't want any creditor to be able to pull my information to verify me without my consent or me knowing that they're doing so. You have to do that first. So you have any bankruptcies, you have any, anything that you cannot remove, is difficult to remove, is child support. If anyone tell you they can remove a child support, not saying it's impossible, it's very difficult. It takes time. It takes at least 6 to 12, maybe even 19 months to remove a child support because that is actually tied in with the state and the federal government. So it's really difficult to remove child support, but it is possible. I have done it before, but it's very time consuming. So if anyone tell you they can remove a child support off your report, especially if it's not paid within 30, 90 days, they are lying to you. Lying. Because what you have to do first is opt out of LexisNexis. You have to actually mail the court. You will have the information here down here with creditor. For example, if this says right here, Newark Municipal Court or Washington, most likely for Newark, it would be Washington Street, Washington Place, I believe. It would be their house because they house all the bankruptcies and the child support information. That court building downtown, they'll house all that information. So it will be their address, their phone number, their name listed here as the public record that reported that data. But you gotta realize the court does not report that data. They're not calling Experian and say, hey, and they damn sure not paying no fee to report your data. They are actually getting it from LexisNexis. LexisNexis is giving the report to the credit bureau. That's their job, is to report the non-reported, which is bankruptcies, child support, accidents, auto, insurance. That's their job. Every time you do a claim, like a theft claim on your insurance saying, okay, well, I got my house broken into and I need to do a claim, Trust me, LexisNexis is reporting that. You also can actually go to their website to actually get your report to see what's being reported against you. You'll be amazed of the information that they have in that bureau. They have so much stuff from way back. I pull mine. I'm like, how did they know I had an accident 3 or 4 years ago? How do they know this? Because of the data that the company's being reported, it has reported to them. That's how they know. Now, again, what you do in section 4 as well for the credit contact is if you ever have a creditor, let's say, for example, credit Capital One. Let me go to one that I actually have. GM Financial. GM Financial here? Yeah, GM Financial. Say, for example, GM Financial say, hey, they did this last month to me. Said I reported my payment late. Hold up, guys. No, I didn't. Now, if you don't know your creditor name, it may be Navy Fed, it may be GM Financial, it may be Chase, it may be a credit card you don't even know. You were a victim of identity theft. You can actually go down to this section. Every credit report has it. They have to give you the creditor's name, contact information, which is address and phone number. You can be a Credit Karma, you can be on Privacy Guard, Identity IQ, Experience, TransUnion, Equifax. Any report will show you their contact information for that creditor. Reach out to them. I'll specifically always tell my clients to mail a letter first before you call, because you always want to have a written document from you with your ID and social, showing them this is who you are, and calling them saying, hey, did you get my letter, my certified letter in the mail? Because you guys are reporting an account that does not belong to me. Or you're reporting a late payment that I know for certain that I paid on time. I need you to do a reset. I need you to do a rapid score for me. A rapid score is when your creditor has an inaccuracy and you call your creditor, like GM, and you say, hey, listen, you guys reported a late payment for me for December. I have a bill that I posted my payment before the due date. I'm going to need you to recycle my report. But that means it's going to cost them for their inaccuracies. If not, I can dispute that account off their report instantly because of their negligence on my account of their reporting the data to the bureaus. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
So yeah, always go here at the bottom page. It's most likely always at the bottom page where you can find out all your contact information for your creditors. So always mail them a letter before you call. Some might say mail only down here, mail only, because they understand the importance of mail. They have your wet ink signature. You do any dispute, the letters that I'm going to give you as a template, never sign your name on any document. Always just write your name out. Or if you type it up, just type your name. Never sign your name on a dispute letter. Always write it out. Just write your name or type it in. Okay, I will never give them my signature because I don't want them to have my wet ink signature to now prove to me I am me. No, I'm giving you my name. I'm giving you my ID and social. That's my verifiables, which is my ID and my social. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the end of the report of the audit. So I want to just go back here and take this off. So I want to see if there are any questions about the report that you guys may have, because I want you guys to really understand that this information that I'm getting paid to do, you guys can do this on your own. Everything that a credit expert can do, you can do on your own. You pay people thousands of dollars to do this on your own when you can do it yourself. Now, do you guys have any questions